The date is 1/2/2021. My name is Nug, and this is your nightly recap. Happy New Year's, everybody. I didn't record yesterday because I stayed up kind of late watching a ball drop, but we're going to get into it right now with yesterday's games. The first game I've got today is the Mavs versus Heat. Mavs beat the Heat 93-83. Luka Doncic had his way with the Heat, having 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists. Jason, not Jason Richardson, Josh Richardson helped with 11 points, and Hardaway had 18. Finney Smith also had 12. For Miami, Bam Adebayo had 19 points, 11 rebounds. Wow. All right, we're here. Hero had 11 points. Dragic had 10 points and 7 assists and 5 rebounds. Uh, Avery Bradley had 15. Precious Achua had 10 points and 6 rebounds. Um, it was a fairly, I would say close, but there was a lot of runs. Butler came back only at 2 points, which is unlike him. Maybe he should have sat another game. He's been dealing with a nagging ankle injury that's kept him out. I mean, they beat the Bucks without him, which means they're still a very good team. But I think Jimmy should have sat one more game at least. Luca had his way. They were basically not able. They weren't able to stop him anyway. There was one move he did on. I'm not sure who it was, but he did. He what is it called? He faked back to his right, and then came and did an up and under around the defender, and it just made him look stupid. He was having his way with that defense. They could do nothing against him. Lucas, most people already know Luke is going to be a problem. It is what it is. It's near triple double, only 3 assists off. He didn't have to assist because they won by 10 points. All right, let me flip the page here. All right. I had to talk about it as a Pistons fan. You see the Rip Hamilton jersey back here, frame Rip Hamilton jersey. I've got Pistons stuff scattered around here. I got the blanket in the background. Pistons beat the Celtics last night in the hat. 96-93 Celtics. Tatum still a fairly good performance. 28 points, 6 rebounds. Jalen Brown had 25 points and 9 rebounds. But the Pistons actually played fairly well. No Blake last night, which I think is almost good in a way. But I won't talk about that too much here, maybe on the podcast. But Grant had 24 points. He was lighting it up in the first half. Bay had 17 points, 7 rebounds and 2 steals. That's the rookie Shadiq Bay, 16th pick. Plumlee had eight points and 17 rebounds. Josh Jackson 11 points. Derrick Rose 17 points. Plumlee out rebounded the Celtics 17-11 just at the center position, which both their centers. Tice only had 5, and I'm trying to think who their bench center. Greg Williams, the second, only had 4. So Plumlee, no, that doesn't add up. He had 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah, but Plumlee out rebounded them both. Plumlee is a decent signing. I wasn't exactly happy with it when they did it, but they did it. Um, Grant, like I said, had a hot start. 18 of his points came in the first half. Uh, the Celtics did push back on the Pistons in the third. The Pistons had a decent lead going into the half. I don't have it written down, but Tatum had 14 in the third. That's really good. And they pushed back with Tatum. Brown in the end though missed the 3 in the fourth to win the game. I'm happy with where the Pistons are at right now. Like in a lot of the youth, we had a really good draft this year. I like one underrated stat last night that I didn't write down is Isaiah Stewart had 6 points and 8 rebounds and a block. He reminds me the most of. He's like a Ben Wallace. He's like halfway between Ben Wallace and Jason Maxiell. I like him a lot. Um, I hope the Pistons slowly integrate him into more minutes just to see what he could be. Uh, I'd like to see him progress. I haven't been happy with Sekou Demboya lately, but Sadiq Bey I've been real happy with. He's just been ready to go. Killian Hayes has been inconsistent. The number 7th pick. But there's a lot of good youth in Detroit right now, and I'm happy to see it. And looking like the way we've been playing, besides this game, we're gonna get another chance to have a good draft. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's move on to the Hawks and the Nets. The Hawks beat the Nets 114 to 96. Trey had a fairly good game, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. DeAndre Hunter, 23 points, 6 rebounds. Collins had 20 points. On the flip side, Durant had 28 points, 8 rebounds. Kyrie had 18 points, 11 rebounds. And not Tobias, Joe Harris had 12 points and 7 rebounds. Brooklyn got down early. By halftime, the Hawks were up 61 to 52. At half, um, it seemed like the Hawks just had their number last night. Collins had a monster tomahawk on Jared Allen, who, if anybody follows the Nets or the game in general, you know that Jared Allen's had many blocks, and even as high as, like, I think he's had pretty much a block on every elite player. He had that really nice one on LeBron last year. He's had him on Durant. No, not on Durant. Maybe with Durant on the Warriors, but I think he's 3 years in the league. He's had blocks on blocks on blocks. He's had blocks on Adebayo, Tatum. Oh wait, no, yeah, Tatum, and just he's an elite rim protector. But yeah, the Hawks are 4-1 right now. I'm really surprised. Expect them to be good, but to compete with the Nets really shows me that they're in a place where it's gonna be a lot of hard nights for people when they see Atlanta on the schedule now. So yeah, look out for the Hawks. Nets aren't down either. They're 3-3 right now, but they're figuring stuff out. Got to figure out a replacement. Not a really a replacement, but other guys got to step up into what Dinwiddie was for them. But the Nets will figure it out. It's better to finish strong than to start strong because you can fall off easy if you start strong. The Hawks might do that. We'll have to see yet. The last game today I have is the Suns versus the Nuggets. Suns beat the Nuggets 106 to 103. Fairly close game. DeAndre Ayton, 22 points, 11 rebounds. Booker, 22 points. CP3, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. On the flip side, Murray, 31 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Really good game for him. Jokic, 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists. Well, that's what he does. I get him in FanDuel when I bet on sports. I bank on Jokic every time. He gets me points. Millsap, 15 points, 5 rebounds. And Barton and Harris, 9 points combined. That was the real, what I see as the weak point for Denver last night was Barton and Harris starting and only giving them a combined 9 points. They're good defenders, but Gary Harris should be lighting it up more. I like Gary Harris. I'm not a big MSU fan, but I know he was good coming out of MSU. And I don't know if he's ever really gotten the full potential of his offense. I think he's pretty well capped at what he's going to be, and I think that's kind of less than I thought he would be offensively, but his defense is good. Um, Denver was up in the first, and then Phoenix stormed back and basically took over the game from there. But in the third and early fourth, Jamal Murray really pushed back. He had 31 points. But it wasn't enough. In the end, Booker did fairly well in that fourth quarter, enough to give the Suns position to win. And Jamal Murray had a chance at the last shot, but he was double covered, basically in a trap, and tried to throw up a three. That wasn't going to go in. So, yeah, that's Denver. I said it last time, the wing defenders are really going to hurt them. They just don't have a ton going for them. I don't know. They must have brought Michael Porter Jr. off the bench. They really needed. They had good offense, but I don't know. They seem like they are just out of whack. They need to figure it out. Whether it be, I guess they're trying to do different lineups. But Denver's kind of out of whack right now. They're 1-4. But I expect them to make the playoffs, so they'll probably figure it out. But the West is going to be hard this year, so maybe they aren't destined to make the playoffs this year. I hope not. I know some people that know some of my friends, people I go to church with, are big Denver fans. So I hope Denver can make the playoffs. Hope they can figure it out. Um, but yeah, that's it for today. I hope you all have had a good new year, and I hope this year is way better than the last. Please drop a comment down below if you got anything you disagreed with, um, or if you just want to say something, bring up a point to me that I didn't mention. Um, uh, Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Um, have a good day.